This is Armand with Plumbing Dudes performing a sewer inspection. Property located at 4796 Academy Street, Los Angeles, California 90032. Here we are at the end of the sewer main line, which this is your city line. We're going to start retracting and recording. And as I'm performing the inspection, the city is performing repairs on the sewer main line in the middle of the street. It'll be a good idea to follow up with the city and see what kind of a work they're performing, if they're going to replace the entire connection. This is the saddle connection right here. There's a lot of built-ups, that's why it's not too clear at this point. So we're going to start retracting. So for most part of it, the line itself has a lot of sections that are offsetted. The type of the piping we have, it's clay. As you can see, water collecting over here. And as we retract, we're going to see more water in different sections that have been collecting. This area right here, water collects. And then when the pipe offsets, which it drops. As you can see, the drop right here. So those are all issues that the line is presenting. There's a lot of joints that have been moved and shifted throughout the years. Soil impacted itself and led into these joints to dislocate themselves. However, we did not find any roots in the line. This is all clay lining that we see. This is one of the joints, for example. You can see how it's shifted, upper portion and lower portion. You see how it's wide open. So those are areas do recommended to be repaired. There's different ways of approaching the repair. This is another section. I'm going to forward. As you can see, this entire joint right here, this section, has been offsetted. So it drops. These sections could catch on the toilet papers and solid waste and eventually creates a stoppage in the line. There you go, that's another one. You can see the diameter changing from the upper right corner to the lower left corner. I recommend check the record and see if the line has been maintained. There you go, that's another section. As you can see, the upper portion and lower portion. And the water sitting in the base. When a pipe moves from one joint to another joint, creates a negative slope, which doesn't allow the water to drain properly. So you're always going to have some water sitting in the base of the line. This is another, a big dislocation in the line. Slow drainage due to negative slope. This section is piling up at 37 feet. There's more water sitting in the base. There you go. That's another section. I take a picture of this section. This is a section where we're completely underwater right here, which is 14 feet away from the cleanout. It's right in the front yard, or I should say the backyard. This is pretty much the old line, the cast iron that we have. As you can see, there's a major built-ups in this line. This is a transition between the clay and then the ABS plastic that is installed in the basement. Cast iron. It's recommended to be hydrojetted. This is the connection between the ABS and the cast iron. It's all new ABS plastic right now underneath the building. Tenants using the water flowing. And this will conclude our inspection right here at this property. Just to recap, we do have multiple offsets in the sewer line. Dislocated joints that shifted led into negative slope. We have sections where the water has been collecting in the base of the line. It is highly recommended to do the repair or the replacement. As I said, you can consult with the plumber for multiple options, whether to dig up and replace the entire line or run a new trenchless line all the way through. The drain lines underneath the building has been replaced with ABS plastic. The only recommendations that we have is to slope the 4-inch main underneath the building properly so we don't have any water sitting in the base of the line. Right where the front clean out is in the basement, I do see a negative slope, and there was some water just sitting in the base of the pipe, which it could be easily adjusted so the water drains. Thanks again. This is Armand with Plumbing Dudes.